Hi.
My name is Anna. I'm from the Muzyczny Zwierz, which is a radio magazine.
Okay.
Beast. Yes. Translation is a musical beast.
Musical beast.
Yes, so we are musical beasts. And today I would like to talk with you about the feelings, actually.
Okay.
About the feelings. Because I think that people do things or avoid doing things because of the feelings. They want to feel something or they want to avoid feeling something. And I'm wondering what made you choose to play, what kind of feelings made you choose to play as a tribute band?
That's a difficult question. What feelings do we have to play as a tribute band?
Or how do you feel on the stage?
Oh, okay. I love it. It's great. It's a great feeling to get a good reaction from an audience. It's great to see people enjoying the music and getting into it and imagining they're back at a Nirvana show. It gives me a great sense of pride to think that Nirvana's music, even today, is still having that much of an effect on, especially the younger generation as well.
So, what's your when you started listening to Nirvana?
Oh, I was 13. So a long time ago.
How about you?
Yeah, same. About 13, 14. Yeah, about the same age for all of us, I think. I mean, my parents didn't want me to listen to it, but you know,
They didn't want you to listen to it.
No. I mean, they're into their 80s music, Bon Jovi, that sort of thing. So, kind of had to do my own thing there to get away from that.
Yeah, the grunge scene is totally different than the previous era of music.
Huge.
Speaking about the feelings and being on the scene and playing a gig, do you have feelings like you want to put some your own emotions on the Nirvana's music, like chorus,
it's difficult because obviously we're not those guys, you know. So I wish I'd written that music, but unfortunately I didn't. So the songs mean a lot to me anyway because I grew up with them in my childhood. So, like I said to you earlier previously, when we're playing well together and you get a good reaction from the crowd, that makes you feel an immense warmth, you know, because when you see a crowd just enjoying the music, even though it's not the real band.
Yes, I think the same. And also, when you play music from 90s, from the grunge era, I think you're making some kind of like a time machine.
Yeah.
So you can show and give opportunity to younger generations like mine, born in 90s, which we don't remember those kids, those artists. We know only footage from videos, and we can experience maybe as an adult it's a bit different. But if some teenagers come out from the Nirvana show, I think Nirvana UK show, they feel like a blast, I think.
Well, that's some of the best crowds that we have, isn't it? Because when you do like a 14 plus show, some of the best members of the audience are the 14-year-olds.
Yeah, they do.
Because all the people that are like from my generation who grew up with Nirvana, they all stood at the back because they can't jump around anymore because it's too old. They get the younger kids that come down and they're all at the front moshing and getting sweaty and loving it, you know.
They do the most of the headbanging.
Yeah. Personally, I can relate to what you're saying as well. I was born in the 90s, and before I joined the band, I used to go and see them, see these guys.
Oh, really?
and there was nothing like it. You know, it was just amazing to hear that music live and loud. And you know, now I'm in the band. It's a very cathartic experience. You know, to be playing those songs and to be celebrating Nirvana's music. You know.
So how did you join? What's the story?
Well, I mean, I went away to study music, and it just coincided. You know, when I came back from university, you know, they were auditioning for a drummer, so I came down and tried out, and the rest is history.
Yeah, so we've had 4 drummers since we started the band. Me and Dan have been doing the band for 10 years, and we've had 4 drummers in that time. John's been with the band how long now?
5, 6 years.
5, 6 years. So he came and auditioned, and he was the missing piece. So kind of like Dave Grohl, I suppose, with the actual Nirvana, because his drumming just cemented the band together, because he's a powerful drummer. So.
Oh, stop it, you.
Oh.
Congrats. That's like a dream come true.
Yeah, it's really great. I feel very lucky to be able to do this. You know, it's just a perfect job.
I would like to ask about the equipment you used, because I saw that on YouTube. You use a lot of actual similar like copies of instruments, like Jackstar.
Yeah. So all the equipment that we use back home, unfortunately not here because we can't get it over here, but all the backline is exactly the same as what Nirvana used, same equipment. So it's all old-fashioned vintage equipment. The guitars are all really old, same sort of Japanese Fenders that Kurt would have used, custom built guitars, all the same effects pedals, just to get the correct sound, because sound is a big thing with Nirvana. You know, like, it's hard to get that sound if you're not playing through the right equipment. So when we decided to have a go at this and do it properly, there's one thing that I stipulated, was if we're going to do it, we're going to have to get all the gear. So it's taken a long time and a lot of money, but I think we've got everything now.
Yeah, all the equipment that we use. Well, you saw the video. Yeah, so all the same drums, the basses, the guitars, everything, even down to the microphone that are used. We try and get everything as close as possible. But if not from the same year that was made, so like Jez has got a guitar that was made at the same time as the one that Kurt would have used. So it would have been made in the same factory, probably by the same person. It's just a different, you know.
How do you get that information about all the equipment?
Have we got the information?
How?
Oh, just knowledge, you know.
There's a lot of
Nirvana geek at the end of the day. So when you do something like this, you have to delve right into the depths of what they use. There's loads of websites, like Dan was going to say, they list everything that they would have used. Yeah, so
then we take that and then cross-check it with live performances to see, right, yeah, that is what they used, and then we try and source that gear. I think that's what, I know that's what makes us different to nearly every other Nirvana tribute. Whereas some will, not to be disparaging against other tribute bands, but some will go out with just any old guitar and any amp and play Nirvana's music, but we try and do it so that it sounds like they would have sounded live. So that's how we think that we go above and beyond any of the other tributes that are out there.
That's your secret.
Yeah.
Of the sound.
So a big thank you to all the obsessed Nirvana fans that have put that information out for us.
it's okay, man.
Have you ever broke the guitar and sing?
Oh yeah.
How it feels like?
That's good. It feels good. It's especially like if it's a good show, you know. People, what happens? Because at the end of the show, I just use like a cheap guitar to play, because I know it's going to get thrown around or broken. But the audience, especially if it's a good audience, they egg you on, you know. Because I try and make them last, because they cost money.
Yeah.
So I try and make them last. I like toss them gently into the drums. But like the last show we played in London, the crowd were that, yeah, smash it. So I just obliterated this guitar. Good feeling.
Smashed it to bits.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Climax.
Have you ever played an American garage areas yet?
No, we haven't been to America.
No, we'd like to, but it's the thing that as we were saying with the gear, the problem that we have. It's not really a problem, but when we come anywhere, we can't then bring all of that gear. So the thing that we pride ourselves on is missing for us. Unless we had like a plane full of all of our equipment, and then we could take that onto tour. Whenever we go anywhere, we're either me and Jez will just bring a guitar and a bass, and we're just at the whim of whatever has been hired. Or everything is hired in, so we're not even using the right guitars or basses. So then it's just us three.
It's a bit like today.
So like today, we're using all hired equipment. Whereas if we were at home, we would be using all of Nirvana's equipment. And although you could think, well, it's, Jez's voice doesn't change or how we play doesn't change, but the sound does change. And as we like to try and get as close as possible, it's not quite the sound isn't as authentic without all of the equipment.
So no, we haven't been to America.
I hope one day you'll...
Yeah, hopefully. I'd love to do like I'd love to play some of the clubs Nirvana actually play. That'd be great. We had a possibility of playing a show in Bristol in the UK at the Beer Calendar. It's one of the shows they played on the 91 tour. But we were booked in and we were like, we're going to play the same stage as Nirvana played, and then the venue closed down. So, never mind. But yeah, one day maybe Seattle, that'd be good.
One more question about your voice.
Well,
Yeah, I'm wondering, after a gig, how do you feel before, and do you use some kind of techniques to do like screaming parts and stuff?
I mean, I probably should do, but I don't.
So it's just like natural.
Yeah, I guess it's stemmed from years of being in my bedroom as a kid, trying to play guitar and sing, and people ask me that all the time. Actually, how do you get your voice to do that? And yeah, I can't. I know it's nothing. It doesn't sound anywhere near what Kurt's voice sounds like, because that's just unique, completely unique. But I don't do anything special. But I don't even warm up. I should warm up. Dan's always telling me off for not warming up. So no, there's nothing I do. It's just my voice. I can't explain it. I should probably drink more water and drink less beer before a show. Yeah.
Alright. Okay, I think probably I will have more questions, but I'm a bit stressed, so...
Don't be stressed. It's a bit cool.
Yeah. One more question. I have one in mind. Do you wear Kurt or grungy style clothing on the everyday basis? Like, for example, when you walk on the street, on that kind of...
No, I think we get beaten up. I think those days are gone. No, we're just we just dress regular. It's a shame really, because I think, it'd be nice to be able to dress however you liked, but this day and age, it's better just to be plain, straight down the middle. You don't attract attention to yourself. I think John suffers a little bit with it, because he's obviously the youngest member of the band. So John tends to...
Pesky teenagers,
Yeah, he gets quite a bit of stick for how he dresses, because he dresses more grunge than me and Dan.
I think it's more the hair than anything else. People are a bit hostile because they're not used to seeing many men with long hair.
Yeah.
So in UK now, you think it would be problematic?
Not problematic, but I think there's a generational shift. The generations change so much, like John said, people don't understand the idea of an adult male walking around with long hair. They're like, well, you're just some kind of old school rocker, you know, what you're doing, grow up.
Yeah, it's just more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah. So no, I don't walk around like this. I don't have clothes on underneath my jeans normally.
I wear the hat, you know, cover it all up.
Yeah.
Yeah, your outfits are great.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very
No,
much
thank
for
you.
your time
Yeah.
and for the talking.
No problem at all. Thank you.
So see you over there.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.